Welcome to Let's Talk About It with Thelma Snipe, the director of From Brokenness to Wholeness. From Brokenness to Wholeness is a faith-based, outreach, transformational, radical root ministry that serves pain at the root. So have a seat and let's talk about it.
Hello, my name is Thelma Snipe and I am the director of From Brokenness to Wholeness. From Brokenness to Wholeness is a faith-based, outreach, transformational, radical root ministry serving emotional pain at the root. Because if you don't serve it at the root, it's not going anyplace. Our vision is to have a trauma rate-free world, state, city, community, school, home, church's place of employment. And it's also to assist the victim of sexual assault, but also to assist them to their journey and their pain and what they so well deserve. I've got something to share with you today that's a little bit different from sexual assault. We will go back to sexual assault later on, but I want to share something with you today. And I do say that I am not really happy to do this one here. I'm doing this because I'm led by God to do it. This one here affects everybody. And so I'm just not really, but we're going to work on it. The name of this one is, this session here, let me tell you this. I am a friend to the survivor. I am going to enter your pain with you, but I won't be alone. I am going to believe with you until you can believe, and I am going to have faith with you until your faith is strengthened. So come on and let's go on this journey together. The name of this segment, let's talk about it, is domestic violence. Domestic violence, let me say it again, domestic violence. And I have here, run for your life. I mean just what I said. If you expect to live, run for your life and not make excuses. Here's the thing. It says here, what is domestic violence, okay? We're going to give you that today. Domestic violence is the willful intimidation of someone to physical assault, sexual assault, and behavior problem. That is what domestic violence is. John, and this is spiritual what it is, okay? Listen to this real good. In the book of John 10:10, it said, "A thief came not but to steal, to kill, and to destroy." You got a thief in behind you that's going to destroy you. That's what the thief sent him for, the enemy. Let me give you a few facts about domestic violence. So some of the facts is 85% of domestic violence victims, 85% are women. Always listen to this. More than 85% has been affected. The other percentage just don't tell it. But 85% of them are women. 1/4 of the women worldwide will experience domestic dating violence in their lifetime. Here's the thing. I think we don't recognize what domestic violence is and how it come on. And that's what I'm here for. It's likely to take place, listen at this. I thought, oh my goodness. It's likely to take place 6 p.m., between 6 p.m. and 6 a.m. in the morning. That's when domestic violence likely to take place. The cost of domestic violence amount to more than $37 billion a year. This is in enforcement, involvement, legal work, medical, mental health treatment, and lost productivity from company. As many as 324,000 women has been violated while they was pregnant. You pregnant with a child and somebody's beating on you. And listen to this. I believe that person that's beating you is the father of that child. Okay, I believe that. Said now, domestic violence is the leading cause of injury to women. More than car accident, mugging, rape, combined together. Domestic violence is it. 1/2 of all homeless women and children in the United States are fleeing from domestic violence so they can live. I think sometimes the reason that happened is The victim have information that they're not using. They won't use it. Here's a victim. Let me tell you what victim do. First of all, she may not recognize it. So when she does, some of them begin to pray. Let me tell you one thing. You can pray all you want to. Remember, he came to steal, kill, and to destroy. 60% to 80% of intimate partner suicide, homicide, no matter the partner, was killed. They was killed. Let me give you some dynamics of domestic violence. I'm going to share some stories with you too. Victims of domestic violence do not bring violence upon themselves. It's because they lack confidence, or they just as abusive as the abuser is. That's not often. Violence in relationship occurs when one person feels entitled to have power and control over another person. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. There is a source of power, control, and abuse in the relationship. An abuser often denies the existence of the seriousness of the violence. He'll say you got an attitude. You this, you that. He's going to put on you. An abuser objects the victim and often sees them as their property or their sexual object. Oh my goodness. An abuser has low self-esteem and he's powerless. Let me tell you one thing. If you're going to deal with someone in domestic violence and you think you're going to stay with them, no, you're not. No, you're not. If you're going to do it, the first act of violence, you need to get on it right then. Made me think about a friend of mine years ago. She said she told her husband he would call her all kind of names. That's what they started, name calling, stupid, dumb, ignorant, all kind of names. She said she told him one day, you can call me whatever you want to call me, but you better not put your hand on me, because if you do, I got you. See, you need to stop it right there. You'll stop it right there. Because he knows one thing, if he try to do anything with you, you know you're going to fight instead of just crying. An abuser internalizes the causes of their behavior. They blame violence on circumstances such as stress. My boss got on me today at work and I didn't do anything wrong. Or I just had a bad day. You just lied. It's the enemy. It's just lying. That's a lie. An abuser may be pleasant. Oh, here's how we get the women. Here's how he get the women. May be pleasant, charming, between all going along. He is so charming. He's so charming, you all. He really loves you. Watch it. After you meet, in about 2 or 3 weeks, he loves you to death. He doesn't know how he's going to live without you. You are the best thing that ever came in his life. He's going to go buy you that purse that actually was marked for $700 and now $600. He's going to get you that purse because that's what you say you want. He's a manipulator and a liar. And the truth is not in him, baby. Now, he's pleasant when you get ready. Even after he abused you, he still go back to being pleasant. I'm sorry, baby. I'm not going to do that no more. I know I was wrong. I'm not going to do it anymore. Y'all listen to me. I have something to tell you. What are the warning signs of an abuser? Extremely jealous. Listen to him. Unpredictable. Bad temper. Cruelty to animals. And watch this joker come up here. Verbal abuse. I just told you. He gonna call you a name that your mother didn't name you. He'll call you a name. You're gonna wonder where he got it from and why would he call you that name. Extremely controlling. Forced sex. He forced sex on you and disregard anyone else. He blamed the victim for anything bad that happened. He's gonna blame you. He's gonna put on you. It's your fault. And you're gonna be at all because you just don't know where he got that from. He controlled all the finances. Not in the day of mine. He controlled all of the finances. Abuse of other family members, children, or even pets. Controlling every penny in the household. Oh, no, you don't. Not with me. No, you don't. Taking the victim money or refusing to give them money for expenses. They done gave, whoever this is, has given control to him too early. Looking or acting ways that scare the victim, she began to become frightful. She began to become afraid of this. Dictating how the victim dress and wear her hair. Listen, he is tearing you down from the inside out. When he first saw that hair, the way you had your hair done, he thought that was so beautiful, and he told you that, baby, you look good. He told you that. But now he dictates everything. He stalks the victim. He stalked her, and everything he monitored. Listen, he gonna tear you down from the inside out, preventing you from making your own decision. I know something wrong with you now. I know something wrong with you. Telling the victim that they're a bad parent, threatening to hurt, kill, or take the children, just breaking you down. Threatening to hurt or kill the victim's friend. Here we go again. Intimidating the victim with guns, knives, all up to your head. You don't believe I blow your so-and-so? Because I know you courting on me. That's a lie. Pressuring the victim to have sex when they don't want to do sexual things. Okay, go to bed, go sleep. They are not comfortable with. Here where the rape come in. Rape come right here. Watch this. Forcing sex with them. If you don't, he gonna rape you. You say, well, he can't rape me. We in a relationship. Yes, he can. The husband has said, she's supposed to do that. No, she don't. There's a law out there for you too, husband. It's called RAPE. If you're ever turned in, you have just raped her. Because sex is not supposed to happen if it's not consensual. Girlfriend of the guy, I don't care how many times y'all been to bed with one another in 3 years. If you say no, no is no. If you say stop, S-T-O-P is stop. Call a law on it. Refusing to use protection when having sex. Pressing or forcing the victim to use drugs and alcohol. Listen at that right there. Forcing you, taking control, tearing you up, tearing you down. Preventing the victim from working, listen to this, from working or attending school. You hear that? Now she wants to go back to school to empower herself in some things that she want to do. He says no. Oh Lord. Keeping the victim, I hate this. Keeping the victim up all night so they will perform badly at their job or school. She hadn't had but an hour and a half of sleep. Every time she started off sleep, she'd wake up. She had had an hour and a half of sleep. And then she has to get up and try to go to work. Ooh-wee. Destroying the victim property. Getting close. Let me tell you, you're sleeping with the enemy. If you're in a domestic violence situation, you're sleeping with the enemy. That would in John 10, you're sleeping with the enemy, with some skin over him. It is important to note that domestic violence does not always manifest as physical. It's not always hitting you, knocking your jaw in. Emotional, psychological abuse can be just as extreme. What happened when abusive relationship ends? Oh Lord, I've got to tell you this. What happened when it ends? When she tried to get away from him? What happened? You read the paper. You listen to the news. Domestic violence does not always end when a victim escapes the abuser. Oh, you have brought him to the point of something. He's going to have to do this to you because he's afraid that you're losing him and that you've been cheating on him all of the time. He's afraid of that. So something going to happen. And she want to terminate the relationship. Often it intensifies because the abuser feels a loss of control. Watch me. Follow me. Abuser frequently continue to stalk, harass, threaten, and try to control the victim until she escapes. In fact, the victim is is often in more danger when she leaves him. She's in more danger. My thing is, I think women talk too much sometimes. I think we talk too much. When we first meet a guy, we open ourselves wide up, sharing things with him that he doesn't need to know. Because yet you don't know who you're talking to. You have no clue who you're talking to. So you put enough in him so he know how to place you. He know how to place you. You know what you're doing. You know what you're not doing. And he knows that he's lying when he accuses you of someone. He know that he's lying. Women talk too much. Stop talking so much. Stop telling everything. Now, 1/5 of homicide victims, restraining order, they go get a restraining order. 1/5 of them are murdered within 2 or 3 days. They go down there and get that order. Because he's been watching them. They go get that order. They did. The thing that gets me the most is when an abuser killed a woman, he killed her in front of the children. 5 children. And one of them is a baby, maybe 5 or 6 months old. He don't kill them. He killed her. But he just have killed them. He just killed them. Because even if they're 2 years old, they're going to remember. There's going to be something in their head that goes with them through their life. They're going to remember their mama lying out with blood coming out of her. I just got to give it to you like it is. Listen, let me tell you some ways you can know if you're in a domestic violence relationship. You're going to feel depressed, helpless, be embarrassed of that situation, deny or minimize the abuse. You see women take up for the abusive husband and men. You see them taking up for, now he was just a little upset last night. He usually don't hit me like that. Well, you had a dark eye just a month ago. What happened? You told us you walked into something, but we knew better. Here's another thing. They still love the abuser. They still love him. That's not love, that's lust. That's not love, that's lust. Withdraw emotionally, distance themselves from the family and friend. They are impulsive. They feel financially dependent on the abuser. They feel guilt related to the relationship. They feel shame. They have suicide thought. They have anxiety. They abuse alcohol, they start drinking or using drugs. Fear, culture, have no support from friends or family, have children in common with their abuser, and the fear of the safety for the victim. Have pets and animals that they don't want to kill them too. Here's some signs. There is one typical personality of an abuser. However, they often display common characteristics. Okay? It is not always easy to tell the stages of relationship if one person becomes abusive. Domestic violence intensify over time. The abuser may seem wonderful. You know, I told you when you first meet him, he's the best man you ever had in your life. Of all the other 4 boyfriends that you had, you have never had anyone like this one. That's because he's an abuser. He's a manipulator. He's a manipulator. He got things going on. He got you. He done watched you and watched you to see how you can conduct yourself. So he got to come on for you. Listen. However, in some situations, abuser repeatedly go to extreme to prevent the victim from leaving. That's when I said, close your mouth. Don't even seem like you're going to leave. Act like you're happy. And you listen, you might have to get out there and leave everything. We're talking about a life here. This is a life here. You might have to leave everything. That little pretty picture on that wall, that pretty dress, that pretty mink cup, you may have to leave everything to grab your children and to run for your life. And that means that you have done some homework to be able to get out of that situation. Keep your mouth closed. Don't change your attitude. Don't change anything. Just get up out of there. I remember a lady a long time ago stayed with this husband years. She said to herself she would stay with him until the children get out of school. When the last child graduated from school, she left that man and went to Chicago where her sister is and never turned to look back. Look at all, she took all that stuff off of her just for the children. You may have to run. And what these people that you will go to, they know what they are doing. The phone number at the end of this segment, you'll see, you can call me and I'll refer you to somebody. They know what they're doing. Do what they tell you to do. Do what they tell you to do. Do what, I'm saying this, because you're running for your life. I've already said they keep your mouth closed. Sometimes women do talk too much, just tell everything. Over in the nighttime, they get to talking. I had to bring this. I want you all to share it with the other people that you know, your family. Share it from brokenness to wholeness with them, and what I said about domestic violence and sexual violence. One of the most dangerous things is that you can say to an abuser, I had that, is that you're going to leave him. You better not. You better not tell him. Listen, here's something I want you to embark upon. Say, why do victims leave? Why? No, sorry. Why does victim stay? You see him come to work, then been hit. You already know she been hit. It said the fear that the abuser action will become more violent and may become lethal if the victim attend to leave. Well, she right about that. Anyway, she's in trouble anyway she go, but the best of it is get out of there. Unsupported friends and family. The victim feeling that the relationship is a mix of good time, love, and hope, along with the manipulation and intimidation, fear. It was. That's because you didn't know who he was. It was. It was really nice. I remember a case one that the young lady talked to me about this guy that she was dating. And so I said to her, when she got through, I said, he's an abuser. She didn't know. I said, he's an abuser. I said, okay, you know what I've taught, so he's an abuser. So she cut off from him. When she cut him off, he started tipping around her house, putting flowers at her door, laying flowers down at her door, doing this, doing that. And finally, when we began to pray, he disappeared. That's been about 6 or 7 years ago, so he's gone. Lack of means to support themselves or their children financial, lack of cash, bank account. She connected together with the guy. They have the same bank account. Lack of having somewhere to go. Fear that homeless may be their only option. Well, she may not. But you have to get out of that relationship, because you're dealing with an enemy. You're not just dealing with the man that you see him. There is an enemy in that man that tells him what to do. And most of what the enemy said, all what the enemy said is a lie anyway. Just a lie. Let me share this testimony with you. This was some years ago, happened some years ago. And I knew this person. And she had been in this relationship for 10 years. There was 4 children that came out of the relationship. She already had 1, but these 4 was his and hers. So anyway, finally one day he had got enough nerve to kill her. Anybody just about know about this if I give some more surrounding that word. Anybody just about know about it. But I remember her daughter said this. She was about 11 years old. I remember she said, after he killed her, and her daughter said, I wondered when he was going to do it. In other words, that child knew he was going to do it. She said she wondered when he was going to do it. Isn't that sad? And she has to grow up with that now. Beautiful mother going to school. Going to school, an aspiring nurse, making good, doing good for her life. But she had an abuser. See, an abuser gonna kill you, and he'll tell you that he's gonna kill you. You're gonna do something, I'm gonna kill you. He's talking himself into it. I'm letting all of this out. He's talking himself into it. And one day, it's gonna happen. This is a big one here. I don't have the answer. It says, lack of support of victims by police officers and law enforcement who may treat violence as a domestic dispute. Police officers may say, oh, they just dispute. No, instead of a crime, when one person is physically attacking another person, they said they just dispute. Often victims of abuse are arrested and charged by law enforcement if they are only defending themselves against the batterer. This, I don't understand that. Reluctant by a prosecutor to prosecute cases, some may convince the abuser to plead to a lesser charge, and then that may further endanger victim. Y'all understand what I'm saying? This is the truth. Despite the issuing of a restraining order, there is little to prevent a released abuser from returning and escaping abuse. Isn't that bad? Isn't that bad? A piece of paper would not, you can go down there and sign a restraining order. That's not going to stop. It's not going to stop. It's still not going to stop. He's aiming to get you in so you won't leave him. Not that he loves you so much. He's an abuser. He doesn't love you like that. He's an abuser. He comes to steal, kill, and to destroy. Ooh, Lord. What does abuse include? Abuse may begin with behavior that may be dismissed or downplayed as name calling. Call you stupid, dumb, ignorant, some more choice word that I won't say. How is that not abuse? That's abuse. But he's working his way up. I also remember years ago that I met a lady, about 5 or 6 years ago, I met a lady, and she shared I told her what I work here, and she shared her story with me about her niece. Her niece had moved to St. Louis, Missouri to go to school there. Her father let her go, her mother was deceased, and so he let her go to school. She got tangled up with this sports player. He played football, I think. He was good. And he was abusive. But she would fight him. She would fight him. She couldn't get away from him. She would fight him. And one night, I guess he had his mind made up. This is it. I got to kill her tonight because she's going to leave me. He said, I have to kill her tonight. She fought for her life. She fought and she fought and she fought and she fought and she fought. He finally killed her. Actually, finally killed her. You understand me? And the police officer said when they got there, the place looked like a slaughter place. Took her life. And then he put on Facebook, this is what he put on Facebook. I don't have to worry about you leaving me now. We will be together in eternity. Do you know he got out? He didn't serve a day. He got out. Then he called the father and told the father what he did. That even didn't set up in court because he was a good sport player. That's what got him out. Listen, I will be back again, hopefully in the next segment, and start again. I have more for you, much more. Thank you so much.
You have been watching Let's Talk About It with Thelma Snipe, the director of From Brokenness to Wholeness. And please remember, it is our goal to make sure that you're whole again.